Hello, welcome or welcome back to Pluto Fairy Tarot. I'm Jay, and the download for this reading is It only takes one spark to get a roaring flame. You are that spark. You are a divine spark, spark of the divine, however we want to say it. And then also, something Spirit wants me to say is that you were dimmed, not destroyed. Okay? It's got chill and my left ear's ringing. So you were dimmed. You were dimmed. You're not imagining that. But you were not you're not extinguished. You were not destroyed. There's a lot of energy coming through. And I'm having some issues, so please bear with me. But I received this download because I was getting ready for bed and tending to the wood stove because it's winter. And I wanted to make sure there would be fire going until someone else got up. And it looked like it had totally burned out. So I cleared out the loose ash that's totally done for, and I collected up the what would you call it, charcoal maybe, the burnt pieces that aren't finished, um, and I got them all together so it'd be easier when I relit it. And then as I moved them, as I disturbed them, as I scratched the surface, I'm hearing and I'm seeing chickens foraging, and they scratch to uncover things. So that's very important. But anyways, chickens are very important. Also Blaziken, the Pokemon, which I believe is a fire fighting type. Fire and fighting, two types, not firefighter. Though double entendre, firefighter as well. Thank you, Spirit. You have good control over your flame. You don't have to worry about burning everything down. That's a way some of you have been tricked into not igniting your soul. You were told you would burn others and do harm with the flame. Okay, but anyways, so I collecting up the coals, the charcoals, whatever, and as I moved them and I disturbed them, an ember within one revealed itself. Or I guess I revealed it by, bumping it. And instead of having to light a new fire, I was able to stack the new logs on top, and through air, which if we're talking elementally swords, this is aligning with the truth, the cold hard truth, regardless whether we like it or not. That gets the fire going. I was able to cultivate that tiny ember into a roaring fire. And then I received this download. Both my ears are ringing. I received this download, and Spirit told me to share it. Of it only takes one spark. And because you are a spark of the divine, you always, I was going to say have, but you always are that spark. So technically, you always have it. So it's never too far gone, right? And I'm not saying that people didn't put out your fire and dump water on it and kick dirt on it to try and destroy it. And I'm not saying it doesn't look from outside, even to you, that your fire has been extinguished. It looks that way, but like the chicken scratching the surface, me moving the charcoals and the ember being revealed, you have to scratch the surface and you have to see that spark within you, and then you got to use that. Someone really doesn't want me to say this. That's that problem. Spirit, can you handle that? Thank you. Can you handle that specifically? Thank you. Anyway, why do people mess with me? Anyways, FAFO, as they say. I think I could just say it at this point. We're far enough in the video. Fuck around and find out. That is actually a good standard to have. Yeah, that's another thing. Those of you who are worried about burning people, if they burn themselves by trying to violate your energy, they deserved it, and you didn't do anything wrong. Okay, someone needed to hear that. But yes, you scratch the surface, you find this spark, you get it going, and you use the air element to do that. Physically, I used a bellows, I think they're called. We got some a handheld bellow, or bellows, whatever the proper terminology is, and it is so freaking effective. Oh my goodness, it was like I think $12. on Amazon. So if you heat your house with a wood stove or a fireplace, get yourself a bellows. It is, oh my gosh, it is. I could have gotten that fire going by just blowing on it. It's so much more efficient, and so much faster to just use the bellows. Like, invest in that if you use the fire for heating. Um, but metaphorically, that it's also saying to use tools. Don't be ashamed of using tools to sharpen and hone your mind and your focus and get that fire going. Light your soul ablaze again, okay? I just knocked this card off and my ear's ringing, so I'm supposed to take it. I don't think I've said this has been this has been and will continue to be timeless in general. So take what resonates when and how it resonates, and leave what doesn't. Okay. This way. Judgment reversed. It's not the end. My ears ringing as I thought that before I even said it. It's such a high pitch too. High frequency. Which most people would think of as, like, in human terminology, people say higher and more, and consider that more divine. But it is well intentioned. It is it's such a beautiful energy that wants to work with you. But you have to be the one to get your fire going again. You have to utilize the spark that is yourself to light your soul ablaze again. Okay? And you have to let go of judgment, letting go of the judgment of others, letting go of judging yourself. It's not my left ear's ringing. I'm not saying to not, like, self-evaluate. Of course, we want to do that, balance in all things. But, excuse me, due to birth confirmation, I'm picking up on unhealthy, unhelpful self-judgment, right? That doesn't serve. It's not healthy, like, oh, that was a mistake, I should do better next time. It's like, I'm a fundamentally flawed person and good for nothing, and I should just, that kind of thing, right? It's not healthy. It's not the healthy, good form of, self-criticism. Because there is healthy forms of criticism, but most criticism in the world is unjustified and toxic and does not serve. So you don't have to listen to it. I've said this before on the channel. I think there's a reading titled that. The cat's fine, by the way. He just wants to go downstairs. There's exposed fiberglass insulation, and he doesn't understand not to go in it, so I'm protecting him by not letting him downstairs, even if he's a little sad about it. Which is another thing. Sometimes the right thing doesn't feel... I mean, I'm fine with it now. It doesn't bother me. But the first couple times I had to do this, I felt bad. But now I'm just like... I don't like it, but it's like, this is better for you, so I'm not going to feel bad about it. It's like making a little kid go to bed. Sometimes we have to be firm with ourselves, and sometimes our spirit teams are firm with us in a way that feels like punishment. But you see, looking back on it, like, oh, thank you for making me go to bed when I was exhausted. So it's not, you're not being punished in certain ways. It's your spirit team. It's serving your highest good. Don't worry. 7 of Pentacles. They're cultivating you, and they're not letting you abandon this crop. You've been fighting for something, and it's something big and powerful, and that's why so much energy is coming against you and trying to extinguish you, but you can't be extinguished. You are a spark of the divine. They may have been able to get your bonfire down to just that small little ember, but they can't extinguish that ember, and you can always recultivate it. So please do not give up. 5 of frickin' Pentacles reversed. Spirit is trying to bring you out of the cold in every way. Trying to get your... What's the song I'm hearing? Whoa, no, no. Wait till I get my money right. Right? Is that the song? Wait till I get my money right? If you know, you know. Whoever that's a message for, there you go. But yes, it's talking about the financial interpretation of pentacles. Money is pentacles energy. Pentacles energy is not always money. So, but also, like, experientially, your life to become more comfortable, you to feel better day to day in your own skin. Even I just heard, feeling more rooted in your body, letting go of ridiculous judgments that we're programmed with in this world, right? That's because they want to sell us things, right? Especially if you're a woman. Oh my goodness, they go extra hard on women with the implanting insecurities, because currently culturally makeup is considered a woman thing. So they have more things to market appearance wise to women, so they go harder on women. um, but they hit all of us, okay. To differing degrees, but no one gets left alone. They're constantly trying to make all of us hate ourselves. um, and that can wear away at us over the years. So don't beat up on yourself if you're struggling with any of this. But spirit is trying, and your spirit team are trying to. When I say spirit, I mean the universe. Spirit and your spirit team, which be the individual guides, which could be spiritual energies that haven't embodied. They can be ancestors, so people who did embody, passed, and became a guide. It can be people who lived, died, became a guide, who aren't even related to you, as well. My ears ringing on that one. So do be open to uh, the different forms that guides could be taking. As long as you have in your intention that you only work with benevolent, truthful energies, you'll be fine. You can't be tricked. Deceptive, malevolent, ill-intended energies can't access you if you explicitly set with your intention, you set the filter that you only work with well-meaning, truthful energies. Okay? You are sovereign over your own energy. Don't forget that. Two of Pentacles. You got to keep juggling. You can't give it up. I'm seeing someone play hot potato with themselves. And they're just tossing it from hand to hand. So it's like, it's going to cool down. The sun. Oh my goodness. I'm hearing this like, oh. But like inside of my skull, it's very strange. I don't know what that means. But I guess it's just communicating this like beautiful energy. And sadly, I have to censor this because of YouTube, but it's the freedom and the innocence that this card communicates. My right ear's ringing. That tragically could be considered inappropriate by some. There's lots of things we're told are inappropriate that aren't. And there's lots of things that are inappropriate that we're told aren't. Did I say that right? Appropriate things we're told are wrong, and things that are wrong that we're told are appropriate. They love inversion, okay? The systems of control that people call the Matrix, they love inversion. Once you understand that, life makes so much more sense. But this is a correction of things. This is the light of truth burning away what is false. And the potato is going to cool down, and you're going to be able to open it up. And you're going to be able to have this delicious baked potato. But if you drop it, you're not going to receive it. So you have to keep, and you're not going to burn yourself. As long as you keep juggling it between your hands, you won't burn yourself. So much Pentacles energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, what else? Three of Cups and Page of Wands coming out as like a combo card. Learning to be yourself amongst the crowd. Sometimes we try to cheat it by disconnecting from others, because then we have no choice but to individuate. And it works, right? We individuate while we're on our own, but we don't always develop the ability to remain individuated amongst other people. And that is something that's coming your way, is the ability that you're earning through your own hard work. If this reading is for you, you are earning the ability to individuate, and you're finding your passion. but you're also receiving this beautiful emotional um, fulfillment that comes from community. You're finding your people. Didn't I say about chickens earlier as well? Chicken, spirit animal, could be something important. Chickens, they are in flocks, so they have these, social dynamics. People dismiss other animals generally as just not intelligent or complex for some reason, but no, they have complex dynamics. I mean, just like people, they have variations in intelligence. But on average, chickens seem to be quite a bit smarter than people give them credit for, um, from my experience. So there's something about being underestimated. Oh, Spirit just there. No, your teams are saying as well. I guess Spirit's technically on everyone's team. But anyways, not important. You don't know how big of a blessing it has been that people look at you and don't see you. As crazy as that sounds, you don't understand. You are so blessed. That's why people don't see you. That's why people underestimate you. You don't know how much protection that's provided you. That may not make sense now, but it will soon. Okay. Anything else? Approaching 17 minutes. I don't want these to be long. 10 of Pentacles and Knight of Wands reversed. You don't have to graduate to the next level before you receive and move into this 10 of Pentacles timeline I just heard. Doesn't mean you're going to get into 10 of Pentacles energy immediately, but you are moving onto that trajectory immediately. And things are improving, right? All this Pentacles energy. And also, it's not something you have to go out and get. I'm seeing flowers bloom from someone. And not like in a body horrible kind of way. Like, could easily imagine. But just this, like, as though it was a natural offshoot of someone who was part plant. A human who's part plant. I'm sure there's some spirits ringing my ear for confirmation. I'm sure there's some kind of nature spirits in certain mythologies that are like tree people or plant people. That's going to be a specific message for someone. So take it if that's for you, leave it if it's not. As always, and with everything. Okay. Spirit said there's one more thing. I want to end this. We got to get this last thing. 4 of Swords. Rest easy. Again, you don't have to go out and get it. You already have the potato. You just got to let it cool down. And then you can, crack it open. Now I'm seeing a geode get opened. I'm seeing a sword being forged. And it's finally cooled off enough that you can pick it up. Like, it's already made. It may be getting refined. I'm seeing Vulcan. He's a forge god, isn't he? I'm seeing other forge gods as well, but that's just the first one that comes to mind. Okay. In Smite, the video game, Vulcan has a pizza chef Italian skin, and one of his abilities, he shoots a giant meatball. In his normal skin, it's like a bomb, but in that skin, it's textured as a giant meatball. So that's gonna be something. That's a spicy meatball. That's gonna be something for somebody. Also, hands doing this, like the Italian thing or whatever, also kind of look like pecking chickens. So again, chickens coming through. 2 of Cups, and I heard you're telling me a chicken fried this rice. Keep your sense of humor about you and rest easy, because 2 of Cups, the connection is already formed. It may not be strong. My right ear's ringing. It may not be strong right now, maybe physically distant, but the connection already occurred, right? I'm seeing two train cars, they're couplers or whatever, latching onto one another. And the connection, it looks loose, but it's designed in such a way that it actually holds. So Spirit's like, calm down. Just because you're not physically, entangled at the moment doesn't mean it's not happening, okay? I hope that part's for everyone, but, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Spirit, please. 8 of Cups reversed. Okay, I'm fine with this being the last card. 8 of Cups reversed. Leaving behind the old narratives, the old ruminations. You're done. 8 of Pentacles reversed. You don't have to fight anymore. The Fool, you just have to step into it. And that is the reading. Thank you, Spirit. Finally. I hope that reading resonated and was helpful for you. If it did resonate and it was helpful, you can let me know by liking the video, commenting if you want to, and subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more readings from me in the future. All right. Good luck and goodbye.